Did you know that every person you meet has two lighthouses? What do you mean, two lighthouses? Yes, the seen and the unseen. Hi, I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. I have a new book called The Shrouded Lighthouse, How to Uncover the Silver Lining in Every Situation Shift. I delve deep into the inner work that needs to be done in order to mature spiritually. Now, this book is the follow-up to my 2019 release, The Holographic Relationship. In this book, I will talk about the two lighthouses. Go to my website right now to pre-order. The pre-order link is theshroudedlighthouse.com. The first 500 people to do so, you will get an autographed copy. Thank you all for supporting my work. We're about to change the game with this book. I appreciate you guys for always supporting the work that I do. I look forward to getting your feedback on this new book. Thank you.
Don't be this guy. Raise your drive and libido. It's time to man up with X-Wolf. Boost your testosterone levels to help decrease your body fat percentage and increase lean muscle mass gains. Boost your stamina and blood flow for those tough workouts. And these workouts also. Go to xlabsubs.com to find out more.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Don't be
Zoe
this
Williams
guy.
here. I just want to
Raise
introduce
your
you to
drive
a
and
new
libido.
brand
It's
called
time to
Writers
man up
Pause
with
Coffee.
Don't be
This
this
is
guy.
a high-end coffee
Raise
brand
your
that's
drive
delivered
and
directly to your home. Plus, their coffee roasters are located here in America, and they don't roast your coffee beans until you make your selection, until you place your order. This is a black-owned business, husband and wife business. Please support this business at writerspause.com. Writerspause.com. No matter how you prefer your coffee, Writers Pause has the right drip for a coffee shop experience in the comfort of your own home. Brand new black-owned business. Go support them right now. Writerspause.com. Follow them on Instagram also at writerspause. What up, what up, what up? Zoe Williams is in the building. You already know what it is and what I'm about to do. It is the community empowerment segment. We are, first off, fix that ZoWhat logo. Why is it so scrunched, Sarah?
Oh, I don't.
No, Sarah.
Okay, hold on. Just one moment, Joe.
No, Sarah. Fix it. Anyway, let's get to it because I want to get it over with. Total package energy. Listen, I just got re-upped. They sent me 2 packages. Look at this. This right here, B12 shots. Man, I'm finna stay on my game. I don't know about you, but I'm about to stay on my game. Sarah, you want some of these?
Yeah.
You want some B12? No, you got to get your own. No, no, I'm just kidding. I got some B12 for you. They also sent me a pack of vitamin C. You're not finna catch me slipping during COVID without this vitamin C. You're not gonna catch me slipping. And I be killing it. 5, 6, 7,000 milligrams a day, and it's all nanotechnology, meaning nanoparticles, man. You put it under your tongue, it is 8 times more absorbent than tablets. Vitamin C, B12, they've also got pea protein. Come on, man. I got the total package energy shot. Stop playing. Y'all gotta support this black-owned business out of the Bay. Total package energy. And of course, we talked about X Labs, right? X-Wolf is the product. It is a black-owned business that produces a testosterone booster called X-Wolf. This is for men above 30 and more, right? We already know that there's a sharp drop in testosterone. This is a natural testosterone booster with a bunch of herbs, Tongkat Ali, maca root powder, right? L-arginine. This is a good product. You should support this black-owned business. Let's cash mob everybody, right? Get all of this stuff sold. Now, CMOSbusiness.com. We about to take the world by storm. Huh? Hello? We about to take the world by storm. If you want to do something in terms of a micro business, how to make CMOS gel, how to package CMOS gel, how to make the pills, how to package the pills. If you want to start a micro business where you're going to make some money, right? Selling a product that everybody uses. Everybody is on this CMOS right now. You know why? Because of the great Dr. Sebi. Some people say Sebi, other people say Sabi. The great Dr. Sebi put us up on a game. And remember, Zo had him on his show when he was 88. And he was talking about how he healed himself through homeopathic means and natural holistic means. And now CMOS has become a superstar in that area of, you know, wholeness and wellness and, that life thing everybody wants to do where they're healing themselves and eating right and living right and lifestyle. CMOS is a superstar in that field. Go to CMOSbusiness.com if you want to start your own micro business at 1-800-298-8513, 1-800-298-8513. Or if you just want to stack up, if you stack up on toilet paper, why wouldn't you stack up on CMOS? You stack up on pinto beans, cans of pinto beans. Okay, cans of pork and beans. You got 3,600 cans of Campbell soup, but no CMOS? We sell the CMOS in bulk. Go to CMOSbusiness.com right now. Get your order, start your business, or have your own supply so you can have this supplement in your home. Support all of the black-owned businesses that I put in front of you. Of course, the HuriKane Report. Oh, you forgot? You had to turn on the air conditioner?
No, I don't. I hear something.
You heard something? It's that little thing right there. Whatever that little device is right there on the floor, it's all right. She over here turning off stuff.
I'm so sorry. I'm very bad.
It's all right. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Anyway, HuriKane Report, they're about to launch their website. They're about to relaunch their website. Again, this is the Al Jazeera for black folk. They have a news source, a news channel. Please continue to support them. See, that's what you heard. It's quite all right. They got a new, they have a website that provides stories. And a lot of the stories I use for my site instead of going to other places. Go to the HuriKane Report, and that is H-report.news. And also follow them on Instagram, the HuriKane Report, H-report.news. All righty.
Oh, but
What else?
you.
Huh?
You. Subscribe.
Man, I wish people would subscribe to everything that I'm doing. This is my YouTube channel. Go subscribe. Hit the like button. Hit that little bell that says, hey, man, alert me to everything. Alert me to everything that's going on with Zo Williams. Alert me to everything that's going on this damn channel. Also, we still waiting on Jeff Brown. Let me see if I can call him. Also, don't forget to support the holographic relationship. The holographic relationship, that's my 2019 book. Go to my website, IamZoWilliams.com. Also, the relationship Dismount. Somebody is always saying the volume is low.
What is that?
Sometimes it's not us. We got brand new lavaliers. Okay?
Yeah.
Hit the like button. We got brand new Shure compressor condenser lavalier. Sometimes it ain't us. Now, a lot of times it be us. We done fucked up a lot. Okay? But sometimes it ain't us. Look who just walk in like it's okay to be 10, 12, 11 minutes late.
Walk up in this motherfucker just a swing in my hair.
Just a swing in my head.
Somebody said, Zo, you need to tell more niggas about Bitcoin. Well, how about Zo needs to learn a little bit more about Bitcoin before he starts proselytizing and evangelizing shit he don't know too much. And listen, if I don't know about it, I ain't gonna say nothing. God damn. Let me learn. Can I learn? I got a little Bitcoin. Let me see what it's worth, huh?
Zo, you need to be the foremost authority on everything smart.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Fuck that.
What did Zo say?
Anyway, let's do this right here. No, have you noticed, like, this is what I've noticed, like, on my phone, the Apple, like, if you go to iTunes or some shit, iTunes is lower, like the music is lower. If you have, what's the title is louder.
Oh, wow. Same.
That's what I've noticed. So what I'm saying is through different platforms and different devices, the volume may vary. All I know is we doing what the fuck we supposed to do on this end right now. But let me just say this. Before I just finished the community empowerment. But let me just say this, man. I have to offer a heartfelt apology to everybody out there that's really trying their motherfucking hardest to pre-order my book.
Oh, shit. What's going on?
It's something with the system we use this time. The system we used is Smart Cart. It's always something, man. And I would say we're missing out. We could have been hit our mark. We're missing out. We're at 330 orders. But when you look at the number of people who have gone to the website, a brother called me directly yesterday and was like, "Bro, I'm trying to order your book right now, but it won't open." So I go to my phone. I say, "Look, I'm gonna send you my link." I go to my phone and open my link. It opens in about 30 seconds. It took a minute to open. It took like 30 seconds. And then I said, all right, well, I'm gonna send you this link because it opened for me. Didn't open for him. I said, are you on an iPhone? Are you on an Android? First we thought it was Android was the problem.
Right.
But it's just, I said, do it on your computer. So for all the people, let me just say, man, somebody said I bought mine on my iPhone. Yeah, for all the people that are struggling with it, I appreciate you for going through the struggle. I have to apologize for the difficulty. I have reached out to Sam Cart. They have evaluated the link and said the link is good, nothing is wrong with it. But there's obviously something wrong with it, and I take my people's side over everybody else's side, right? Somebody just said, Reno Molina said, I've been trying for 2 weeks, Zo. And that shit pisses me off, because we could have been hit, you know, the mark we were trying to set early on, which is 500 copies. And all of those copies would be autographed. But I just want to give you guys my heartfelt apology and let you guys know that I am working on it, okay? Now that that's done, everybody please hit the like button. Like. This is how we create a shift in the algorithm that gets everybody in here trying to discuss what we trying to discuss. All right, please like up this video. It's 435 people so far. Please like up the video. Please support Sarah, right? Her Cash App. Y'all send her a little piece of change for doing something strange in here, working. She working though, that's the strange part. So $ Sundays with Sarah, show her some love. Please show her some love. As well as my good brother Jeff Brown. Oh, he's The motherfucker got ADD. He gotta
right
be
here, niggas.
No, you
I'm
don't.
trying to figure out how to see the chat.
That's what you're addicted to is the motherfucking chat, Geoff. Now, do you need a fucking intervention?
Do I need
This nigga be in here
I
like,
might.
this nigga, hold on, I got to address something this nigga here said.
Yeah.
This motherfucker right here, Hyperion Hot Top said.
The Dragon Cock 6969.
God damn, Geoff. So please support Geoff Brown's Cash App. Put up Geoff Brown's Cash App. I think it's $GBFUNNYSTYLE. $GBFUNNYSTYLE. And I would humbly and listen, I love the Cash Apps, and I wish you guys could send as much as you can, but I understand what's happening in the world. But if you choose to support me in anything, I'm asking that you guys try your hardest to get your pre-order copies. Anybody who gets one, I will shout you out on the radio. On the radio. All right, let's get it done. Let's get it going. Geoff, let's just jump right the fuck into it. DMX. All right. This is one of the iconic hip hop artists ever. But let me explain something to you, man. Like Michael Jackson, like Prince, you know, like James Brown, like anybody great, oftentimes they're conflicted.
They dealing with something.
They dealing with something. Oftentimes they're conflicted, man. And let me just say, man, Earl Simmons is a great man. There is no ifs, ands, or fucking buts about it.
Anytime you can stand next to Rakim, bro.
Earl Simmons is a great man.
Easy.
And it's disheartening. Let me tell you something about life, man. It's disheartening about life, man. You get hit, you get up, you get hit again, you get up, and sometimes, man, sometimes we got a weak spiritual jaw.
Right.
Or sometimes you can only take so many hits. Right? Ali, turn up the volume real quick on my mic. Just push it up a little.
But it's
Aaron Wiggins says it's low. And I don't believe it's low.
That's not low.
Aaron, throw away the Obama phone. We got new high-end lavaliers. Show them your lav, man.
Yeah.
We got new high-end lavs, buddy.
That shit. We got this shit right here.
Yeah, man, we on another level now.
It costs money.
Over here bragging on some shit we don't own.
Yeah, I don't even know it, right.
But no,
People say it's not low.
It's not low, it's not low.
yeah,
not low,
Aaron,
not
it's
low.
you. But let me just say, man, like, it hurts my heart, man, that, like I was saying, like Ali. Ali got hit too many times,
Yeah.
right? Ali, one of the greatest boxers, one of the greatest defensive boxers too, but he got hit too many times. Capricorn wanted to show you that I could take your punch, you know? In the spirit realm, you can't show off by putting your chin out there and say, hit me. Because the spirit world will hit you, man. It will hit you. So, nothing but love and prayers out to this man and his family, man. We are praying for you, brother. When I say we are praying for you, I'm really serious. Like, we praying. And we all should pray. I've always said, if the world prays together, you're gonna see some shit change, because it's a collective mental focus, right?
Yeah.
If the world is praying, but so many times, so often, people are not praying together. They're praying for what they want while they're praying together.
Yeah.
That ain't praying together. If
DMS help PS help DMX.
how about that?
That ain't that here.
PS help DMX. Nah, man. Let's really take it to prayer. Let's really bend the knee to the divine source and send out, prayers of, resolution for this situation. We don't want that brother in a coma.
No.
Forever. We don't want him in a vegetative state. We've heard conflicting reports. He's in a vegetative state. Some other people have said no. You know, he has some brain function, a little bit of brain function. Some say his lungs and brain have stopped functioning. I don't care. Just send out some prayers.
Yeah.
All right? And somebody said, that's meditation, Zo, collectively. Yes.
Yeah.
Prayer and meditation are synonymous. Like, just understand, that's what I mean when I say prayer. Oftentimes, you're responding to the negative connotation as opposed to the denotation that I'm speaking from.
Right.
Right? And let me address something real quick. You know, David Banner is one of my friends. I love David Banner. David Banner, he did a song for my soundtrack. And I had James Broadway remix it. Oh, it's nuts, man.
No shit.
It's nuts. Hey, Geoff, stay over here. He don't need hello. Stay over here. I'm trying to set something up for you.
Okay, well, go ahead.
I just saw a clip of David Banner saying something. Let me tell you why I love David Banner. Because David Banner, for me, is one of the rare brothers that's really on his reading game. Jeff, I need you to focus. I'm talking
David
to you.
Banner is really on his reading game.
Yes, but you over here like a little marsupial lemur.
Okay.
Every time you get a gift, your tail fluffs up.
You know what? I was actually not fluffing my tail for this. I was fluffing my tail for not giving you that. Because you've been a little cross this morning, sir, and I don't appreciate it.
Jeff, stay with me, man.
I'm with you. David Banner,
So
my man.
Banner, he said something, and like I said, he's an avid reader like myself.
Yeah.
But he and I, we don't always agree on everything. Come on in here. Cleve Palmer, who is late. Gosh, Cleveland Palmer is late. Real quick, let this brother take your seat, because he has something to promote before we get started. This is why you got to be on time, brother. But he has something very important to share. If you got kids that need tutoring, this brother, Cleveland Palmer, scoot over a little bit more so you can get in the camera shot, Cleveland. All right?
If your kids is black and they go to public school, goddammit, they need tutoring because they behind.
Turn this mic towards yourself and tell them exactly what the program is, Cleveland.
Okay.
Cleveland Palmer is an educator, by the way, but go ahead.
All right, so good afternoon, everybody. Out of breath and out of shape.
Shit, sound like you ran up the stairs, huh?
He was chased in here.
LA is no joke. LA is an adventure.
He said he was chased in here.
How y'all doing?
Man,
Some crazy niggas from down the street.
for those people that like, that have dreams to go to LA, good luck.
That's funny.
All right, so I'm an educator, and what I wanted to do is promote
Turn his mic up back.
a program that brings grade levels like two grades up, and this is African-centered education. People that have children, they already know that they're doing pretty bad in school since the pandemic and before the pandemic. So we're looking at the majority of our students are failing like tremendously across the board. And so, if you look at the data with African American students, most public schools, they're the lowest on the totem pole. The equity gaps are like far like wide compared to the rest of the school population. So we have a sister named B Hall.
B Hall?
B Hall. Her number is 323-741.
323-741.
1569.
1569. 1569. That's 323.
741.
741.
1569.
1569. Call B Hall now. And this is, like you told me earlier, this is for any kid across the nation.
African American students.
Any African American students across the nation can lock in with this tutoring service that will take a kid from a D to a C, and from a C and B to an A?
Actually, from an F to a C.
From an F to a C.
A D to a B, a C to an A.
Okay.
And for right now.
And it's free.
And it's free. She only has 21 slots, and it's for 10th, 11th, and 12th graders right now. And so basically, people are wondering, okay, well, how she does it is real quick. It's real simple. Okay, so right now, like, let me give you an example for like Korean students.
Pull that mic closer so they can hear.
So I'm gonna give you an example. For Korean students, for the most part, I think some of us remember when we were in high school, you know, a lot of Koreans were probably writing in Korean while we were in class. We were trying to figure out what are they doing. So when there's certain problems that are a little hard in the class, they bring their work home, and their parents know Korean educators, and so what they do is decode the work in Korean. So when they go back to class, they have multiple ways to solve problems.
Multiple perspectives from different languages, right?
So according to Dr. Ernie Smith, shout out to Dr. Ernie Smith, you already had Dr. Kava Kavanaugh here, even all the way back to Dr. Amos Wilson. We don't use our vernacular enough to solve problems. We don't have, you know, the way we speak, it's not an issue. We don't use it. So they thinking that the way we speak is supposed to be some kind of learning disorder. It's not. We're just not allowed to use it. So we turn it off when we try to learn things in the private school system. So this program right here will help you to use what you already have to solve your problems. So what they do is they give you like African-centered history, different ways to solve problems from an African perspective, an African American perspective. So this.
You still ain't caught your breath, huh?
No, because my whole thing is I know I don't have much time, so I'm just like, okay, I'm trying to respect your platform. I understand, but but my whole thing, brother, is that the elders, they pretty much work hard to really do a lot of things for us, and I don't want them to fade away. So, you know, I'm young right now, well, young enough to spread this, and we don't have enough. I'm not in administration. I hope to be in it, but we need more black administrators to pass on these things, because the last thing, for right now, there's lots of money available for black programs to be implemented in schools to help black African American students, because at first it was the EL student, meaning the Spanish speaking student. Now they put more in it for black students, and for those out there that have other programs that are effective for black students, I suggest you run to your local school, look at the all your title, like Title 1, 2, 3, and all these different things, and find out where do you fit, because there are other programs that we talk about, you know, BLM.
Wait, are there other programs other than the one, are you talking about other programs other than the one you spoke of earlier about B Hall? Is this different?
I mean, yeah, there's.
So this is another kind of commercial.
This is.
You didn't expand it all the way into.
Well, I would say, because you know, we got more than 21 students that need this right now. This sister is serving 21 students per shift.
Oh, so these people need to call her right now.
Yes.
Today.
Yes.
Right now. Right now.
And so the website to register is www.berisingnow. That is BERISINGNOW.org. That's how you register. But if you call her, you can get way more detail than I'm giving you. Okay. And this works across the board. Where you come from, if you know where you come from and how things work, it's a lot more easier to solve problems in any school.
All right. So look, we got to move on. You came in late. But
10 seconds.
No.
10, all right.
You want to sign up your kids right now on the phone?
I'm finna call in a few minutes as soon as I get up there. No, the second. I don't know which one they're fighting for first and second with the joy I have about what you have said. One, that you are offering tutoring to us in our language. And two, I don't know, it's exclusive to black people? Man, do you know how much I love that?
That's why
I am so sorry, Fong Ying. This is not for you. This is not. It just isn't.
Hey, be careful.
I don't.
There's a lot of Asian hate going on. Are you promoting Asian hate?
No. Here's what I'm doing. I'm asking for anybody to show me in a group where Asians raised their hand and said black folks was going through bullshit before today. Nobody? Okay.
I wanna yo.
Yeah. Right.
No, get back. I wanna yo.
I want you. Me black on too. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You buy? Get out.
You buy? Yeah.
You buy or get out.
Yeah. You pay now. You pay now.
You pay now or leave.
Does not get sympathy from me right now. I'm sorry.
That's fucked up.
You can be mad. You can blow up and bust. I don't give a shit. Where's the body count? If it's worse for y'all, where's the body count? All right, sit down, shut up. Anyway, I am so
But that's another. Hold on. Let's get him wrapped up so we can jump back into what.
Yes.
Cleveland. Shit, man. This is.
Yeah, the orientation on Wednesday, y'all. So y'all gotta sign up ASAP.
Orientation on Wednesday. Sign up ASAP. BeRisingNow.org. Exclusively for African American children across the country. Free tutoring can get you from an F to a C and from a C to an A. The number to dial is 323-741-1569. Thanks again, brother.
Thank you very much.
Some of y'all go from F's to A's because you're just fucking lazy. You need a push it. You need a kick in your ass. Well, here we go.
It's been good. Thank you. I'm gonna hit that traffic again.
All right. Thank you, brother.
Take care now.
Appreciate you, man.
All right.
All right, Timmy Tight Top, come back and get your seat. So, all right, good brother Cleveland. That's a solid brother right there, man. I've been knowing him for many, many years, man. What kind of oil you got? Why are you asking a man what kind of oil he got on?
It smell good. It smell good. He won't.
Let that man walk out the door. You on a live show.
You sure it's me? You sure it's him, not me? Because I smell.
Hey, listen. The shit. Hey, you two motherfuckers said, fuck professionalism in radio. I'm gonna come late. I'm gonna be having side conversations while we're live on. Hey, you know that shit you got on smell good. I know I'm live. I know there's hundreds of people watching me right now. But what are you wearing? The fuck is going on? You niggas have turned this into us out in the street together. This is us in your backyard.
I'm imitating my dog when the other dog gets in trouble.
What
She's
the
like 90 pounds, but she tried to disappear. When the little one get in trouble, I didn't do it. I'm just gonna sit here.
This shit is great. Hey, what is that you wearing, boy? You think it'll smell the same on me? Because you know once the shit touches other people's skin, you know, their pH balance or whatever change. Mine might be a little different than yours. It might stink on. What the fuck? Shit!
I thought it was just a sidebar myself. I didn't think it. I'm thinking Meredith. I don't think it warranted all of this.
Anyway.
There's something.
He does this all.
I think he's jealous of your push-ups. That's what I think it is.
Listen, I'm fat, and I'm always
Right,
be
we're
fat.
going on it.
I'm gonna be fat.
I'm gonna be fat.
And that's what the fuck it is.
Yeah. Oh, you niggas out there talking about what you ain't doing and half punishing yourself.
I ain't gonna be working out no motherfucking time soon.
Put some sugar in that lard and pass it over here. I'm gonna drink it.
You know why I ain't gonna work out? Because I don't give a fuck. It's over for me looking all sexy and chiseled.
I ain't working out because I got a gun.
I let my son do that shit. My son, hey, that motherfucker went off this weekend.
Oh shit.
Ooh, he was in Indianapolis this weekend.
Is that who you sent me the video of him embarrassing?
Nigga, he went off.
Was that the video you sent me?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yes. He went off.
He did that in front of somebody's relatives.
Yeah, he was
Your mama came to watch you play. Well, watch this.
He was a part of this event called, the event is called 3x3U. And it happens every March Madness in conjunction with the NCAA and all of that other shit in the championship game. And what they do is they take the best players from college, from all the different conferences, and they put them in 3-on-3 teams.
Oh, okay.
Man, he was that close.
Was he treating them like sixth
He
graders?
was that close to winning the title. And every game they won, they got $1,000 for the win.
Well, how many games did he win?
They went 7-2.
Oh.
So they was the first team to ever go undefeated. They went 6-0, and then when they got to the playoffs, he told me one of the dudes, Pops, called and was like, "New getting too much shine. You got to be a little bit more selfish." And that's when they started losing. They weren't even projected to be in the top tier of teams. By the end of the second day, they're undefeated. They 6-0.
But why would the dad sabotage the team?
Because New was out here dunking on niggas. He hitting 40-foot three-pointers on niggas, game winners, daggers. And the commentators are saying this is the best player in the whole thing. So some of his teammates was getting phone calls basically saying, you got to shine too, because New getting all the shine. And I'm like, and New told them, New said, do y'all want to win the 50,000?
What?
Because that's what you win. No, so ultimately it's 72,000 that the four teammates split.
Right.
So somebody let their daddy talk
The
about
championship game was worth 50 grand. So again, we live in a time of selfishness. This is my topic for today that I've been struggling to get to. We live in a time of selfishness. Why is everything in the black community predicated on versus? Everything with us is versus us.
Are we our own competition?
No, we're competing against ourselves when we should be uniting. Nigga, no disrespect to Swiss Beats and Timberland for creating the Versuz platform, which is dope as fuck. You understand what I'm saying? It's a dope platform. I love it. But you've heard me say, even in hip hop, it's born out of poverty. It's born out of destitution, right? So when hip hop is created, there's an element of hip hop that's predicated on competition, competing, right? The first battle is groups battling each other. Who got the best routine, right? Then my homeboy Kool Mo D creates a whole different type of battle. I'm gonna take the battle off your motherfucking routine and I'm gonna put it on your shoes and that ring around your motherfucking collar. That was the first motherfucker to take what we do, jonesing and snapping and crumbing and bagging. He was the first one to put that on wax. Excuse me, Busy B, I don't mean to be bold, but put that Bob Diddy Bob bullshit on hold. He just blew the motherfucker out the water, and homeboy had a routine. What's your zodiac sign? Virgo. Mo come out and talk about him. Nigga, you stole your shit from Love Bug, Starsky. Mo talked about him. That was the first time in history. So competing with each other. And see, let me tell you something about dysfunction. Don't think dysfunction doesn't come with creativity and inspiration. I can take dysfunction, right, and be creative with it. Hip hop is an example. It was born out of dysfunction. You see what I'm saying? So what ultimately happens is we find ourselves in this perpetual competition. That takes us back to last night, the Versuz with the Isley Brothers and Earth, Wind, and Fire. Nigga, every record both sides played
It's fire.
is unbeatable. It's unbeatable. It's not even competable. It's greatness. Look, man, what's a better record, Geoff? I'm gonna ask you, Geoff, what's a better record? You tell me. Michael Jackson, Human Nature, or Little Red Corvette, Prince?
Wow.
That's a fucking wash. There's no better. Those are classic.
Right.
Do you get what I'm saying?
I mean, if you got a nitpick, Human Nature is a lot closer to jazz. But then again,
it don't matter.
Right.
The style.
The style. That's a style. When they're both on the top. That's like saying which top shelf liquor is the best. Nigga, it's all
top shelf.
liquor.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So we get caught up in the motherfucking weird ass competitions with each other. Nigga, you want a real versus? Do jazz music versus classical music. Huh? Miles Davis versus Bach.
There you go.
Y'all want to battle?
There you go. Right.
No, but we always battling with each other.
How about Art Tatum versus Brahms?
How about it? Huh? The battle always comes back to us. We clout shame. Because telling a motherfucker he's a clout chaser means you're a clout shamer, right? You trying to shame a motherfucker for getting some clout? What is clout? Attention? Approval? Acceptance? From a community that has a 70% born out of wedlock rate, that means 70% of these kids is coming in here looking for acceptance and approval, so you're giving birth to clout chasers. Why else is he gonna work so hard to be a basketball player or a football player? Right? Put ours up against theirs. Somebody said Jackson 5 versus Beatles. Let's do that. Huh? Let's do that. Let me just say, the Versuz was cool. And Geoff, give me your analysis. What did you think? What do you think of these two iconic groups going against each other in terms of who's the best and who had the best catalog and all of that?
I think it's customary and traditional in this shit. I can't even say America. It has always been a fancy of the power elite to pit the champions against one another for sport.
Ooh, so this is some gladiator shit.
This is some 300, I'm gonna throw blessings in the middle of your desperation and let nature take its course type shit. Okay? To bring this back to the phone calls that the team members news team members were getting. You're looking at basically the same thing. Am I looking at the right guy? That's right. You're looking at basically the same thing. News team members, parents were calling them and saying, hey, you've got to do something because the success of New Williams is directly connected to your failure. Which is how we have.
That's how they looked at it, Geoff.
Yes, if he succeeds, you fail.
But it's a team sport.
It doesn't matter.
And
When you put enough, it's the same shit. Put Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and whoever your favorite person is in a cabin with no food and water. In 2 weeks, you're gonna come back and find 2 cannibals. It is the same shit. We're going to put just enough resources in here for you to believe that if he get it, you don't. If you get it, they don't. It's the same thing in Django at Candyland, okay? You're gonna fight to the death.
Right.
I got something great for one of you. Really, I have life for both of you. But if I tell you I have life for both of you, or I have provision for both of you, well then where's the sport? The sport comes from you seeing this as a shortcut out of some other shit I put you in.
And the thing is, I'm coaching him up all weekend. Hey, take the leadership role. Talk to your teammates. Explain to them that you guys will win this if you continue to play team ball. And the more they won, the more the other teammates started to get selfish. Because the first game, they're going, listen, this is how the game is set up. They're going to 21 by 1s and 2s. The first game, New scored 13 points of the 21 points needed to win.
That's good.
Yeah,
and hit the game winner.
Supposed to shoot?
So, and hit the game winner 3, right? So from that game on, then he started dunking on fools, 7-footers, then 2-hand tomahawk. He started wilding. So I'm texting him, stay humble, stay respectful, right? Encourage your teammates, pass the ball, get them involved. Make sure they stay involved. Pull everybody together.
All that Pat Riley shit, you mean?
This is me talking to him.
Doc Rivers shit, you mean?
Hey,
Yeah.
keep up the defensive intensity. You understand what I'm saying? Play together, stay together, work together. Y'all gonna get paid. They win 6-0. For every game they won, they got $1,000. Then they lost the game because News getting too much. At one point, he was averaging 10 points a game in a 21-point game.
Yeah.
Whoever gets, he's averaging 10 points
That's
a
like
game.
averaging 50 a night.
But it's not just points. The Fresno Timeout Club posted, they said, what a great run. They posted this on Twitter. What a great run. While Rocky Mountain Range just missed the finals, New finished in the top 5 in points, assists, blocks, and efficiency. So he wasn't just scoring, he was doing everything else too.
He was out there playing with his sister's kids.
Yeah, but he's out there playing with guys that wanted to compete with him as opposed to competing against the other teams so that they can win the 50 grand. Because they came out of nowhere. So I was very disappointed that his hard work didn't fully pay off, but he was good. A lot of scouts saw him and everybody's like, oh shit. They went at his coach's head in college. They said, well, goddamn, if he out here doing this, how did he only average 12 points a game at Fresno State? Because his coach held him back, as is commonplace. You know why his coach held him back? Because his coach didn't recruit him.
Wow.
Those are dumb.
That's fucking stupid.
No. We have a history with the Fresno State coach. He was one of the first people to offer my son a scholarship when he was in the 10th grade. But when he tore his ACL,
he backed out.
He backed out directly. Let me tell you how. He was at San Diego State at the time. New tears his ACL. New's AAU coach calls me and says, yo, who are the schools that are the highest on him right now? I said, Pepperdine and San Diego State. He said, all right, let's call San Diego State now. We called the coach that's now the head coach at Fresno State and said, would you take him now? He gonna rehab, he gonna be better. Would you take him now? He was like, nah.
He has to say no, because he doesn't know what's gonna happen.
But again, who picked him up?
Okay,
Auburn, right after.
Back up.
2 months later.
Back up. Hold on. No, he doesn't have to say no.
Well, for the interest of, you can't have a hurt player unless he's like a LeBron James.
No, yes, you can.
You can.
Not in college.
Here's the issue.
First off, this is what Bruce Pearl said, right off the top. He said, ACLs ain't no problem no more.
True.
This was a freak athlete before, he's gonna be a freak athlete afterwards.
True.
We're gonna make sure he has the best rehab. This is gonna be a freak. We not tripping.
And you know what that's called? Belief. If you can see it clearly, you don't need belief. It's you either believe in this boy or you don't.
But you're talking about one program that's in the SEC, and then you got another program that's in another conference, and he may not have the same beliefs in his mind.
No, that not him, the coaches.
Yeah, the coaches.
Sure.
They may not have.
But that's an elite program down there.
You're making a perfect case.
Exactly.
You're
SEC.
making a perfect case for everybody who ever said no to an underdog that won.
First off, you know better than anybody else. These coaches mistreat these kids.
All the time.
Oh yeah.
It's being used.
They disrespectful.
Nope.
They feel like you owe them.
Well,
But the reality of it is they owe you. You bring the money into that school.
but see, that's the conditioning that we're under. So what you're talking about is conditioning. When you talk about us competing, we competing because we're conditioned to think that we only come from slaves, instead of thinking we come from kings and royalty, where we can strive to be better.
But if you do that, guess what happens?
You don't need them anymore.
No, they try to shame you for feeling good about you. let me go back to the point that I was trying to make earlier. My brother, David Banner, said something that I want to get your opinions on.
Sure, sure.
I saw a quick clip, and he said, it's hard for me to articulate because I don't want to misspeak. But he was basically saying something about why the streets don't really listen to people that are articulate. And he was saying something. If y'all seen that, I want y'all to tell me what y'all think of that clip too. Because me and David, we don't agree on everything anyway. Like David believes we shouldn't say the word nigga.
Yeah.
But I believe we should because I take the word and the history all the way back to its origins.
What it did, yes.
KRS-One is doing
original power.
Right, KRS-One is doing the same goddamn thing.
Yes.
And it seemed to me that, and maybe I should just call David and get some more clarity, but I wanted to understand your opinion. But in a nutshell, he was basically saying, if you're too articulate, you don't reach the people because you're not really speaking at their level. And it's not necessarily a disagreement with David. It's just a different opinion, a different perspective. I believe the truth does not stoop to your level. That's what I believe. See, an example of the truth stooping to your level, in my opinion, is the King James Version of the Bible.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go on,
Do you see?
do it. Go on, do it then.
To me.
Go on. Yes.
King James Version, translated from the Vulgate. Vulgate, Latin, vulgus. Vulgus produces the English word vulgar. It means unlearned. It means stupid. It means commoner. It means dumb. The word population also means commoner, stupid, dumb. Layman, not of the cloth. He is not a priest. He is illiterate. He is dumb. So the masses is considered dumb. So I don't agree. Like when you say the King James Version, right? The Vulgus, the Vulgate, commoner. We're going to take it from the Latin Vulgate, right? And that's what we're going to use to create the English version of the King James Bible. In other words, we're going to extrapolate all the spirituality out of it and give you dogma and culture and repetition.
Right.
See,
I take all the life out of it and leave you Disneyland.
Yeah, we're going to leave a template for you. So I understand what David is saying. Sometimes you get people who try to flaunt their pseudo-intelligence by speaking all these big words and, you know, trying to sound deeper than they really are. But the reality of it is, knowledge is about quest, right? It's about a quest. If somebody says something to me deep as fuck, or if I read something and I don't, this is what the Scientologists do, right? Because I study everybody's shit. This is what the Scientologists do. They say if you read something in a book and you come upon a word that you don't understand, close that motherfucking book, go get that dictionary.
Right then and there.
Right then and there.
Right there.
And then figure that out, and then you expand your vocabulary. If you're in business, they tell you, in order to be a more effective business person, you have to expand your vocabulary so you can articulate what you're trying to sell and what you're trying to explain to your team. You have to have an expanded vocabulary. I think my brother David creates a kind of backdoor into, kind of like a backdoor escape into staying the way we are. I don't believe the truth, and I'm talking about the ultimate truth. And like I said, this is not a literal disagreement with David Banner. This is a different perspective. I just believe, man, the truth does not condescend, right? It does not come to your level. It does not come to your level. You've got to rise to it. And the truth is in you, all right? The truth is in you. Jeff Brown, your thoughts on what I'm saying?
Oh, wow. One, the quest for knowledge is not linear amongst human beings, let alone our people. You can't judge and this is on the one hand, this is on the David Banner hand.
Yeah.
You are always gonna have people who are blissful in either their ignorance, their oppression, or just overall their condition.
Right.
Ignorance is a part of oppression. Oppression is a condition.
Right.
Everybody, he's right. You're not gonna reach everybody. Some niggas gotta talk to other niggas. Someday you're gonna get it better from that person.
Right.
But in the seeking of truth over there and the seeking of truth over here, eventually we are going to meet at a point that is better than both of us, but leans where I was in the first place.
Right.
It's the people who don't want to get up here. They want to quote the King James version of the Bible, lean not to thine own understanding. They want to lean on the shit they know because it's comfortable. These are the same people that live in Los Angeles and have never seen the Pacific Ocean.
But again, there is truth in what he's saying.
Yes, yes.
Because there are people out there that be on some front and shit, trying to sound smarter and deeper than they really are. But listen, again, I tell people to read this book. I don't know if people are actually going out getting the books that we mentioned. Prometheus Rising. In the book Prometheus Rising by Robert Anton Wilson, he says, just because someone has mastered, now remember he took the 8 circuits from Tim Leary, the 8 brain circuits. The first brain circuit is the anal territorial circuit, no, it's the biosurvival circuit.
Okay, we ain't starting with that.
Biosurvival circuit. It's a brain circuit. It's basically saying you're an infant, you're a baby, and all you want to do is suckle and survive. Biosurvival. The second is the anal emotional territorial circuit. He says oftentimes the anal emotional territorial circuit will manifest itself in say a work environment where your boss is like a dog pissing on his boundary, right? Hey, you were late and you better get here because I signed your check. That's the anal emotional territorial circuit, right? Then after that is the verbal, the linguistic territorial circuit, right? Or linguists, is the language and symbols come in. At that territorial circuit, he said, guess what? Or at the brain circuit of semantics is what it's called. You can be very fucking articulate and still be dumb.
Oh, sure.
So again, just because, and this is why I say I agree with David here, just because somebody is articulate doesn't necessarily mean that they're intelligent.
And the reverse is true.
And the reverse is true. Just because somebody is inarticulate doesn't mean that they're hyper intelligent. So I'm not disagreeing with Dave. What I'm saying is there's a broader perspective that leans to no absolutes in this particular case. At the end of the motherfucking day, if you don't do no work for yourself, you're gonna be a follower anyway. If you don't take no responsibility for yourself, you're gonna be a follower anyway.
Life
so it don't even matter.
Anyway, that's right.
You get what I'm saying? So I wanted to talk about that because I saw that video and I was like, that's an interesting point. I wanted to get y'all perspective. Timmy Tight Top.
Well, I have an example as far as Malcolm X, Martin Luther King.
Well, both them motherfuckers was articulate than a motherfucker.
Right.
Beyond measure.
Right.
But people connected with Martin Luther King different than they connected with Malcolm X. Malcolm X was more, to my knowledge, he was more about getting melanated people to really rise up on a different level than Martin Luther King. And it could be the same thing as far as...
Boy, what the hell is you talking about?
I'm talking about he suited a certain fashion of people and stuff. As I was in the Nation of Islam, or as in the Muslim people who came out of jail, connected with Malcolm X way better.
Why?
He talked on their level.
Did he?
I don't know.
No, he didn't.
I don't know why they.
He talked at their level of fervor.
And
Do you understand?
from their vein of experience. From their vein of experience. Okay? There are certain cats that Malcolm X wasn't going to get.
Right.
The Hoda DeBoco shots,
Right.
Malcolm X wasn't going to get.
Right.
I'm out here pimping and hustling. Dr. King wasn't going to get. What you going to tell him about pimping and hustling? What you going to tell Dr. King about Hoda DeBoco shot? So if you come from the Hoda DeBoco shot school, you might fall under Dr. King.
Right.
If you come from the 3 to 5 for breaking and entering, you might fall under here. The problem becomes when both of those factions decide to be fundamentalists in those factions. I am a fundamentalist thug. Thug life, nigga.
So let's go back. Let's go back just a tinge. Because this is the real Versuz. We got people in our own community that can't accept intellect.
Why you talking white?
Because it's talking white. High intellect is perceived as white, as Western. Listen, you know who else speaks on this? Chuck D speaks on this. Again, you had motherfuckers attack President Barack Obama. He talk white. But even the white people said he talks above our head. And what white people? The middle America white people.
Well, why is white above your head?
Right.
When you think white is above, okay.
No, not white, Jeff. Wait, not white. Why is intellect considered above your head?
Okay. Okay.
But those are social constructs that make it seem like we're not smart.
First off, we are the creator of philosophy, intelligence, articulation. We are the creators of all of this.
Right.
So why do we see it as a bad thing, right? Oh man, you can't reach your people if you don't speak to them at their level. No, sometimes you have to speak the truth the way it comes through you so they can be inspired to rise to that level.
I'm not well, see, a lot of people want you to be a broom in a dustpan. I'm not. Here, I'm gonna take you on a ride. It's gonna be worth the trip. They tell you what's the best way to find a needle in the haystack? Burn the haystack. Because the haystack is made of hay. The needle is made of steel. Here's another way. Put a super powerful electromagnet over the haystack, and the needle will rise to the magnet. If you put knowledge above a people, the metal will rise to the magnet, and society is gonna burn the fucking haystack. That's what's finna happen.
Watch this. We have anti-intellectualism in our culture.
Yes.
But we also got real versus fake in our culture. Now, a motherfucker who is more aligned with the streets is considered real.
That's a real nigga right
there. A motherfucker who's more aligned with education, politics, right?
Your pussy ass out here.
Business. He considered fake.
But you can't whoop my ass, nigga.
Let me tell you something. Malcolm would be considered more aligned with the streets, and Martin would be considered more aligned with the system, right?
Sure.
Business, politics, religion,
church,
all that, right? But what if I told you they're the same thing?
What's the same thing?
A preacher and a politician.
Oh, absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
Right? What if I told you they're the same thing? So you trying to tell me politicians don't snitch? And who snitches more than a street nigga?
Especially now.
See, when you talk to a real street nigga will tell you a square or an L7, we don't hold him to the standards and the principles of the streets because he's not of that world. Right. So we don't judge him by the rules of our world because he's not of our world.
And often given passes.
And he gonna get a pass
Yeah.
because he's not of our world.
I can tell, nigga, bruh, I went to Long Beach, remember? I went to Long Beach back in the day. I didn't know. I was taping Vibe, and it just got off of
Vibe, yeah.
Off of TV with this electric red Dada sweater.
Oh yeah.
We going bowling in Long Beach.
Not Long Beach, no.
We go to this bowling alley, and apparently
Compton
the Crips,
and Long Beach together.
Nigga,
Now you know you in
now
trouble.
you know you in trouble. I'm over there, and apparently the Crips was having their annual meeting at the bowling alley.
Oh,
because
shit.
there was blue chucks every fucking way. There was no running. There was no, I could see someone was looking at me like, they know this nigga, who is this nigga? And I said, okay, what I'm gonna need to do is amplify their confusion and my civilianism. So I walk right up to the bar between a couple of them and go, excuse me, could I have a Perrier with lime, please? Right there, they go, wait a minute.
This nigga ain't from here.
From here. That's what this is. This nigga's from Sussex, England. They had no idea. That was my only play. That was the only fucking card. You have to confuse the natives. If you don't.
L7 is a square, y'all.
Yes.
L7 is a square. There you
For
go.
those of you born after Rick
L7
James.
is a square.
Come on.
So again, let me, but all intellectualism and spiritualism and philosophy and psychology, all of that stuff is born out of your people. You've been brainwashed to forget it. You are this. So to say an intellectual motherfucker sounds white is fucking mind-blowing to me. But we have to relearn all of these things. And I think we have to be careful what we label as anti-culture, right? Right now, what's anti-culture is articulation, vocabulary expansion, intelligence intensification. Do you know that is the purpose of the book, Prometheus Rising? Do you know that? Mm-hmm. The purpose of the Prometheus Rising book is to become aware of the intensification of intelligence. Now, you have to filter in all of this information and then create context for it based off of your experience thus far. Most people don't understand. That's why you read a fucking book in the first place. That's what critical thinking does. It's not about that's like code switching. Well, if I want to talk to my people, I better find a way to reach them. Listen, you know how you reach them? Through example. Change, grow up, blow up, shine up on their ass. They gonna figure out what language you speak in. Once they see you blow up, they gonna figure out the language they need to know.
This is true.
Okay.
That's true.
As opposed, here, let me speak to you on your level. And again, this is not a direct disagreement with my brother, because I love him dearly. He's a solid man and somebody you should listen to and follow. But I'm telling you now, grow up on somebody. Sometimes your most devastating action to a person is to get over their limitations. Do you hear me? Your most devastating action you can do is to get over their limitations. Mm-hmm. All the shit you used to cater to, which is your own dark light that needed healing, you know what, let me help you figure this out. Let me help you understand. All that shit, once you get over that, that is the biggest level, that's the illest flex you can show.
Oh, sure.
I'm over all your limitations.
Right.
I can't get over your limitations until I've conquered my own, right?
Right.
But once you start delving into your shit and uncovering your shit and moving it out the way and categorizing it and healing it, you're now listen to me now, you are now starting the process to overcome they shit as well. Somebody said, sounds like you're talking to someone. I could be talking to your mama, HuriKane. Do you get what I'm saying?
We're always talking to somebody.
God damn.
I sincerely hope we're always talking to somebody.
I'm just saying, I love picking people out
What
and
the
poking
fuck?
with them. Hurricane Millie, sounds like you're talking to somebody.
Well, that's because I am.
I'm talking to you. Hurricane Millie, I'm talking to you directly.
Now ask yourself, what part of you connected the
To what I just
positive
said.
part of this
Yeah.
to the messy part of you? There you go. This is for you, Hurricane. Find that voice. Be familiar with. Understand that voice that connected all this positivity to some shots fired bullshitting.
That's Versus. That's the Versus mentality.
Find it, grill it up and eat it, because that is what is standing in the way of the next level for you. Whatever that is in your head that said Zoe is about to come out of his mouth thinking specifically about another motherfucker, that is a wow. I'm gonna leave that for the rant.
That's what I'm saying. That's the Versus mentality we have. Can we make the Versus us against them as opposed to us against us? Why not the Isley brothers versus the Osmonds, or the Jacksons versus the Osmonds?
Because you know that wouldn't be fair.
Bruh, the Isley brothers versus Earth, Wind, and Fire isn't fair. How you gonna make me choose between nigga?
Oh no, this how.
Wait.
This how, right here.
Right.
Watch. The Isley brothers is Jesus, and Earth, Wind, and Fire is Allah.
They go, okay, yeah.
And black people choose all the time.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you what. Here's who Isley Brothers versus Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Right.
The Isley Brothers versus Earth, Wind, and Fire. Earth, Wind, and Fire is what you play on the date. Isley Brothers is what you play when you get back to the house. That's the difference.
Boom.
There you go.
No,
I'm gonna
you know
pick
what?
you up with that.
Hey, no wait.
Woo. But when I get ready to get in your drawers, let's fall in love.
Choosing love.
Yeah, all that.
How
the fuck are you going to take, arguably, the world's best band in human history and pit them against a band who is the only one on earth to have a #1 hit in the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, and the 2010s?
Well, let's go back.
Nobody else has done
Let's go back. This Versus shit is deep rooted, man. Us against us. Listen, us against us is
Right.
deep fucking rooted. Let's go back. Let's go back. They represent a perfect microcosm of intellectualism versus anti-intellectualism.
Right.
What do I mean? Maurice White crafted Earth, Wind, and Fire, which is the fucking elements
bruh.
based on spirituality.
Right.
The spiritual content in those records alone makes it a wash.
You got a heart. There are no.
I wasn't finished, but
Okay, I'm
it's
sorry.
cool. You tend to do that. You know, like you one of the masters of just. You know what? He not finished with the profound shit he about to say. Let me finish it for him.
Don't you guys both do that?
This motherfucker is, hey, you talking shit? Is that what you saying? Hold on, Timmy Tight Top, whose show is this?
This is true.
Now, if I was on Geoff's show, I would wait for Geoff. Wouldn't I, Geoff?
You sure would.
I know you don't wait, do you, Geoff?
No, I don't.
Okay. Just long as Geoff know, he don't wait. He just jump, hey, nigga, you ain't finished. Let me finish that for you. You gonna eat that? That's Geoff. That's Geoff in the conversation. You gonna finish that? Get the fuck.
You take that out your mouth. You know what? This needs some hot sauce on it, to be honest.
Right. Do you understand? That's Geoff.
You don't have enough salt in your food.
Right. But let me just say, the spiritual content in Earth, Wind, and Fire was fucking crazy. I had a conversation with a young man back in the day, or just a couple of days ago over at the Cigar Lounge, and he was saying the record fantasy was always considered you know, a family record, you know, the barbecue, the baseball game, the family reunion. They play the fantasy record, they play the Earth, Wind, and Fire, they play the Isley Brothers, they play all of this shit, right? Great. But he never really listened to the lyrics. And I made him look up the lyrics the other day. He's a young millennial cat. I said, look up the lyrics. 1974 fantasy. Before there was such a thing called the law of attraction, these brothers was talking about the goddamn law of attraction in fantasy, the record. You will find many kinds that have been in search of you. This is your time to see your life in review. Many lives you have lived. All this shit was in fantasy. 1974. So again, that's a spirit-based group. Somebody said it earlier today. Earth, Wind, and Fire represents the crown chakra. Isley Brothers represent the heart chakra. Because I'm gonna get that pussy in between the sheets. You can believe that. Put that on. Put on that choosy lover.
Hey, girl.
Ain't no mystery. You understand? We know where we are this evening.
Girl, let's fall.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Girl. So different levels of consciousness involved in the music. And even Ron said last night, he said, man, Ernie was in contact with Verdine about the Choosy Lover record because it sounds so, we wanted a devotion record. We heard devotion and I wrote this record and he was like, I just wanted to make sure that we wasn't stealing, but we wanted this record. Right. And it was all love. You get what I'm saying? It was all love. So
you can't fuck with Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Nah, man. This
you make love with Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yeah, man.
You get the fucking, you would turn that Isley Brothers on.
Yeah.
You play Isley Brothers when you need to borrow money.
But I'm just saying, oftentimes, Jeff, spirituality eludes our people. It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
That's the point I'm making. Spirituality oftentimes eludes our people because we try to put logic on spirituality. Logic don't work in the spirit realm. I'm telling y'all that right now. That's why your grandmother come to you in flashes in your fucking dream. Well, what the fuck was she holding an Easter basket for? And what kind of eggs was in the Easter basket? Well, it wasn't eggs. It was actually some gold coins. Is she telling me to buy Bitcoin? Spirituality is not linear. Do you get what I'm saying? So here we are in this world where we try to make everything something that is relatable and understandable, and spirituality isn't that. And I think we've built up an aversion to spirituality because it's intangible. Do you hear what I'm saying? We've built up somewhat of an aversion to it. And I think anything that's tangible seems to be more appeasing, right? So that's just my thought on it. Jeff, your thought, and then we're going to go into the intellectual rant, because it's your time.
Okay. Well, you know what? What I really think should happen is that the two of you should pontificate. No, I don't want to see that. The two of you should pontificate at length on this subject for about 4 more minutes, because I'm 55 and I have to pee because I drank a bunch of water before I got here.
You got a little ass prostate, nigga?
I don't know. But I tell you something, when you get a little older, dude, piss and feels start. I'm at that age.
That prostate is a tea bag right now. You got to go wring it out.
Pee and feel like sex. I'll tell you that. I don't know what that means. Huh? Yo, pee and feels fantastic. When you get to a certain age, man, goddamn it, pissing feels great. Oh my God, this feels spectacular. Okay, you haven't gotten there yet. Ask an uncle. Ask an uncle, nigga. I'll be right back.
All right.
It feels good to release. I got it.
Oh my God.
Right. I got it.
Like better than when I was 35.
Take that picture. Who was that? All right, so I'm gonna take this brief moment right now. Everybody, please hit the like button. All right? Please hit the like button. And Yogi Fish and Third Eye, it's a few moderators in here that are asking you guys to support the channel, asking you guys to support everything that we're doing. The easiest way to do that, and it won't cost you nothing, is hitting the like button, right? Can we get everybody to hit the like button? It is a free process. And also, don't forget, please, 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 go to theshroudedlighthouse.com and pre-order your copy of my new book. Let me see where we are in terms of orders. How many orders, I should say. Let's see where we are, my friends. 335 orders. Now, this is the part that's a little disheartening for me. 8,540 visits to the site, but only a 2.7% conversion rate. Hey, a lot of people are having a difficult time signing in, but I would appreciate it if you guys would just get through that. Go to theshroudedlighthouse.com. I would prefer you guys, I think the easiest way to do it is to get on your laptops, theshroudedlighthouse.com. Thank you for sending Jeff Brown some money. That was the Cashapp. Bling, bling.
Yeah. Amen. Let's hear that a lot.
We appreciate that, man. Thank you guys for
it's expensive, especially what I drove today.
yeah, thank you guys for showing love, and show some love to Sarah and even Timmy Tight Top. Buy the weed juices. Hey, what's that right there? Is that the cantaloupe?
That's what.
Yeah.
Which one of these you want, man?
The cantaloupe he put under the table.
For him, actually.
Shit! And the baby, I'm a star.
Asshole.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, get up to Sarah.
Okay, look here.
Sarah.
This dude that figured out how to put Jolly Ranchers in a bottle and make them healthy for you. That's the best way, with the exception of the one with the coconut water toenail. I don't like that one. Every other one
You
is
know that's the
fantastic.
best for you, Jeff.
Yeah, but it
The coconut water to hydrate you.
don't like it.
It hydrates you better than regular water.
I've heard that, but we're gonna have to do it intravenously because I can't. That shit's nasty.
Jeff, it's not no real goddamn toenail.
No,
It's
not
coconut.
It looks like a toenail. That's all I'm saying. Okay, I just said the man has 99.99998% incredible. I love all of these. I was trying to hide the orange one because I just know.
You just go get it.
Grapefruit, cantaloupe, and pear.
Motherfucker, I trade you. It's watermelon. It's good.
No, that shit is cool water. That's a 90s cologne.
I think
You drinking?
I think I should put my cap on, Sarah.
Thank you in the face, sir.
Hold on. What's my cash?
They hitting Jeff up. This might as well be Jeff's show. They don't be fucking with me.
No,
They don't fuck with me at all. They love Jeff.
Okay.
Well, fuck it then. This is the Jeff What Show.
No,
Them
it ain't,
niggas said,
nigga.
fuck Zo.
No, this nigga.
You like that? Jeff What Show?
Jeff What Show?
Alright, I got you, James Jones.
No, ain't nothing but love, man. Y'all continue to show him love, man.
God bless y'all, man.
So let's just do this right now. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the part of the show where Jeff Brown, I mean, he does it throughout the entire show. I don't even know how we created
I'm
distinction.
talking rants. I don't know what.
Yeah. Jeff Brown's intellectual rant. He's about to fucking handle his scandal like a goddamn vandal. He been over here writing notes. I'm confused. How do you write notes and rant? Like this shit, this nigga here.
Because you know what happens?
This shit's amazing. He writes notes while he's ranting. There's some other shit I'm gonna say.
He writes cliff notes.
No, you know what I have to do, man? I have to understand. And this just mathematics.
Mm-hmm.
This is Zoe show, and not even Zoe gets all his thoughts out. So who the fuck? You're not gonna get all your thoughts out. You're just not. And then in here, dude, when people who I find intelligent start to speak,
You have to interrupt.
nigga, you remember Welcome Back, Kotter? Oh! That's what ideas start doing in my head.
No, you know what it is? I was thinking about it the other day while I was at the park.
You're trying to figure it out.
meditating. You know what it is?
Oh God, I can't.
You're a comedian.
That's the truth.
Okay.
And comedians are the masters of recontextualization of ideas.
Okay.
So when you hear a new idea, you contextualize it differently based off of your experience. Like, for instance, your man said it yesterday. Your man said it yesterday. Steve Harvey. He said, comedians are not like songwriters. A songwriter can write a hit record and that bitch is classic. And every time you hear it, it takes you back. He said, but a comedian...
Ain't no classic jokes.
Ain't no, you can't say the same shit over and over. You have to keep coming with new shit. So with that, with that being said, when Geoff is listening to smart motherfuckers, he's finding new ways to say it.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, nigga, that's what you do.
Okay.
You don't do that, Geoff? I'm asking you.
I'm agreeing. I just never looked at it.
This is what you do. Let me show you how you do it. I'll say something and Geoff will be like, oh, so you mean like...
Right.
And then he'll come with
That's
one of
where
his...
reverse agreement comes from.
Yeah, and then he'll say one of his weird-ass little... So that's like peas in a pod...
I don't run with lightweight niggas, I don't.
That's like peas in a pod with split pea soup. Nah, but I'm just saying, you'll come with one of your euphemisms.
I will.
That's what Geoff does. Anyway, Geoff Brown's intellectual rant is long overdue for this show. Motherfuckers was late. Niggas is late on the likes. I love y'all, man. Let's hear this motherfucker go in. Handle your scandal, Geoff.
Yes, sir. Okay. Where do we start? Let's start with a shout out to my man David Banner. First, David Banner, like Cat Williams, like Earthquake, like the Isley Brothers, like the OJs, have proven time and again that we are enough. Dr. Boyce Watkins, we are enough. The men and groups that I just mentioned have made their livelihoods, fed their families, predominantly from us. Frankie Beverly, predominantly from Patti LaBelle, predominantly from us. We got to take a page from that book and understand that we are enough. But the we I'm talking to is not you. I'm talking to your great-great-grandchildren who are going to watch this, because your ass is a little too close to the 400-year nuclear blast of chattel slavery to really understand, comprehend, and believe that we are enough to recognize the enemies to we are enough. Versus is an enemy to we are enough. Because subconsciously, when it's a versus, I'm gonna have to invalidate a great here. One of these great things is somehow lesser than the other. And the very getting to that conclusion, regular people, peons, underlings, the getting to the conclusion of who is the greatest, me as the power elite, I'm gonna make money all the way through your decisions. From the intramurals to the fucking championships. From the start of the NBA season to who's the winner. All the way through that excellence. Regardless to who loses, I win. Because I have set this shit up to again throw some blessings in the middle of your desperation and watch nature take its course where you connect your desperation and blessing to this tournament I made, because you don't realize that you don't need me. I need you. But as long as I can get you to think you need me because I created your desperation, I can dangle this little carrot in front of you and you think it's a lot because you don't understand that I got 50 metric tons of carrots.
50 metric tons of carrots.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just
50 metric tons of carrots. So when I give Michael Jordan a bushel of carrots, I give Oprah Winfrey 2 bushels of carrots.
Huh.
Oh, that's a lot of carrots. That's because you don't understand what a lot of carrots really is. Grow up, then blow up, then show up. That's what we got to do.
Did I just say that?
You missed show up. You had grow up and blow up. You didn't have show up. I put show up on it.
Who is the greatest biter in hip hop history? It might be Jeff Brown, because you hip hop.
I just remixed it. Grow up, blow up, and then show up.
Keep biting.
Well, I had to circle it because I was gonna say it.
Finish your
After he said grow up and blow up, I thought that he was gonna go your thoughts, Jeff, and I was gonna go and then show up and then put it right
No,
there.
Jeff.
But I didn't. I just wrote it down and I didn't even say nothing. Okay, limitations. We'll leave that one alone because I got a bunch of circles here, nigga. Your world. Yeah, we'll go with this one. We'll go with this one. Oppression. Oppression is a place like a town. The oppression, not depression, the oppression of a place, of a people is a destination. It is a destination made up of simultaneous redlining, simultaneous crack in your neighborhoods, simultaneous disadvantage, simultaneously keeping you away from bank loans. I create the town of oppression in your mind everywhere, regardless to what big city you live near. You live in the town of oppression. And the only way to escape that town is to understand that it starts in here. And once you understand that, then it gets a little harder for you to see a Versuz as just, oh, nobody's getting hurt. It's just an opportunity to listen to music. Once you understand what's being done to you and for what, then nothing is linear. Lines are how we perceive shit. Becomes more sensible to you. There's no such thing as linear. No such thing. The moon, the sun rather, is 93 million miles from here. Well, without mankind, what the fuck is a mile? Nothing's linear. That's your way to interpret it.
Where's your bong? When you say shit like that, you gotta be holding a bong.
Nigga,
wait, say
I
it
got
again.
some weed. I said the sun is 93 million miles from the earth. Without human beings, what in the sweet sugary fuck is a mile?
True.
You have no idea. That's your shit. This is a lion. Lion. Go over there with your reading and see what happened to one of your limbs, nigga. He's not on that.
Reading don't mean shit.
Reading don't mean a motherfucking thing to that lion. Come over my house. Let's just pretend Timmy Tight Top, I owe him $5,000. I owe Timmy Tight Top $5 grand. Clean, good, clean and clear. Yeah, here you go. I can close with this. I owe this motherfucker $5,000. He told me he needed it back. I told him I would get it back to him. 6 months has gone by. I sit in here in a conversation like that. I don't say shit. He get tired of it. He go, you know what? I'm going over to Jeff Brown's house today, goddammit. That motherfucker right there. He done promised it to me. We done talked about it. I'm gonna give that motherfucker a piece of my mind. And Timmy Tight Top come over my house, hot as fish grease. Here's Timmy Tight Top's problem. My 90-pound American Bulldog Marley does not know how to count. She don't know what 5,000 is. She just know that this nigga here is on the porch with his mouth running loud. I was built for this, daddy. Just open the fucking just open the screen. That's the difference. Is that this linear shit that you say, oh, well, nigga, I made $50,000, or I can go that far. Those are your limitations. The universe does not know those limitations. The universe works outside of those limitations. That's why generally when you ask for $20,000, you get 18.5. You get 22.6. You're gonna get 20 on the nose. What the fuck? That's not how it works. That only works.
You don't never get 20.
You ain't gonna never get exactly.
You either get 21 or you get 19.
Or 19. You don't get exactly 20 because the universe don't give a fuck about your counting. Which goes against how my grandmama used to do this. You walk in the house and go,
Shit.
lend grandmama $46. How does my grandmother know that I have $46 and not 50? How does she know that? So that makes you have to do that. But at any rate, linear is some shit you're dealing with. I'm done.
Shit. Nigga, that was a roller coaster ride.
And now we back.
It's the Great Space Coaster. Get on board on the great. This nigga here.
That's
hilarious. You don't know what the fuck gonna come out of his mouth. Shit. Anyway, the topic today, man, was like a versus. Like the versus that has been born out of our competitive spirit with each other. Right? Versus existed before Timberland and Swiss Beats made it, an IG phenomenon during the COVID-19 pandemic. Versus has been in our fucking community since we've been over here. And I ain't gonna say since we've been over here because there's so many different narratives, but the way we were raised up in this culture, versus has been a part of our, relational exchange with one another. Mm-hmm. And we need to understand that while we are invested in a versus mentality, right? And what's interesting is, what happens if all of Black America approved of Martin and Malcolm, stood behind Martin and Malcolm equally? What kind of culture, what kind of experience do we have if all of Black America, and I'm not saying Black Americans are monolithic, or we're a monolith. I'm not saying that.
Right.
But I'm saying, regardless of my fucking differences with you, I'm gonna stand with you. I'm gonna stand behind you. A friend of mine who's a writer, I think her name is Karen.
Y'all real close friends, huh?
Yeah, she actually helped me put out my first book, The Relationship Dismount. Well, that's the second book. She actually helped me put out the second book. I'm just forgetting her last name because she's married to some dude, it's this white cat, and he has one of these weird names.
Okay.
Like Foghorn or Farghorn or something.
Let's go with that.
Anyway, her name is
I'll go with Farghorn.
But she's a cool person, and in her book, if she can't use our comb, don't bring her home.
Yeah. Oh shit! And then she married a white man.
She talks about, she talks about the civil rights movement, and she talks about how the state of Black relationships with men and women wasn't the best. I mean, men were still men, women were still women. There was violence. There was there was granddaddy got a family over here. There was all types of shit going on. But the sisters showed a level of unity with the brothers because of the overall meaning of the civil rights movement.
Right.
So the sisters said, I'm not finna talk about my personal issues with my men or our men. We not talking about none of that shit. Fuck all that shit. What we about to do is stand behind our men and create a unified front.
Right.
She mentioned that in the book. And I say that as an example, speaking of what if Black people did that for Martin and Malcolm? You had certain states in America that was anti-Martin.
Right.
Because of his integration ideas.
And Black folks.
It was Black folks that was like, we not fucking with you.
Well, I don't fuck with segregation.
But what if we say, look, we not fucking with your policy or your plan, but we fucking with you. We don't like what you got to say, but because you ours, we fucking with you.
And we see where you're going.
Just like when the sister pointed out in the book, the sisters from the 50s and the 60s, and they had grievances with black men, but they said those grievances will get dealt with after we unify and do this civil rights thing. And you get what I'm saying? What if we back both Martin and Malcolm? What if we back everybody that comes from our community and it's a mentality of us against them? What would the outcome of that be, Geoff?
Well,
Timmy Tight Top.
Can we discuss? Black folks got to get to the point where they can discuss run or pass without disbanding the team.
Oh shit! Here we go.
Okay. These two brothers right here. They made. We gonna call Dr. King pass and call Brother Malcolm run. But they was on the same team with the same jersey with the same fucking goal. Now behind them were two factions of people who refused to get on the same team. And it's gonna be hard. And that was the problem. It's hard to tell which group of dissenters was more detrimental to us. Malcolm's pack or Brother Brother Martin's. I'm going to submit to you that it was Brother Martin's pack, because unless you want to count Arabs and Muslims in the slave trade, I got Malcolm X, I got the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and his trysts with younger women, and now I'm running lean.
That don't even count.
Now I'm running, thank you. And he did, no, I'm reaching. And I'm running, okay, I'll give you, some say Brother Minister Farrakhan was involved in Brother Malcolm's death. I'm trying to put out the dirty laundry I know of the nation. That's as dirty as it gets. Now, let's go with you Christians, nigga. God damn. The money that goes in, comes out of black churches that goes in white banks to re-gentrify the hood. Creflo Dollar. Bishop Eddie Long. Dude, the list is way longer of dissenters in Brother Martin's lane than Brother Malcolm's. Now let's just take half from both lanes and make them understand that this is not two teams, but this is run or pass.
We on the same team. It's the same offense, right? You know football, don't you, Timmy Tight Top?
Of course I do.
Timmy Tight Top, talk about some football. Let me see if you got a little
Some I formation, give it to us. Pro right 34 slant on 3.
Listen, we have a receiver, we have a running back, right? And we have a quarterback.
You better not fuck up. That's all I gotta say.
Shut up.
As soon as I hear a mumble come out, we gonna jump.
But, okay, we have both of these things that run together, okay? Quarterback, running back, receiver.
Mm-hmm.
But both of them can't shine at the same time because it's against each other. So how do we should always play as a team together. But until we be able to play as a team together, it's always going to be versus. But we have to see each other. We have to have the intellect to stick together, and we have to have the consciousness and the knowledge to stick together.
We who?
Melanated people, more.
Okay.
Well, wait a minute.
What?
First off, we just limited this dumb shit, this metaphor crazy. We limited it to football. We just limited it to offense. But you got two different teams, right? You got an offensive team and you got a defensive team, right?
Right.
So with the offensive team, they're moving parts. You got an offensive line, got a quarterback, you got skill positions, right? And first and foremost, you're not going to have an effective offense if there's an imbalance. Meaning, if you run heavy and pass light, defenses will be able to key in and force you to your weakness.
Ooh.
But if you balanced, if you're effective at passing, you got great receivers and you got a great running back and a great offensive line and a great fullback that does the blocking, now this offense is a juggernaut, right? So there has to be balance even on the one side if we just talking offense. Well, the same is true on defense. You got the defensive line. They got to put pressure on the offense, right? On the quarterback. Then you got the guys in the middle, your linebackers. They got to be able to run stop and pass support. Then you got your fucking quarterback or cornerbacks or DBs. And then the safety. They got to be able to cover. If there's a weakness at any level, then that defense is imbalanced. As a people, right, we are imbalanced because most of what we consider successful has been written by the hand of this sick society. So what happens is they wrote the rules for what is successful. They wrote the rules for what is meaningful. So, like hurt people do, what do? Right? We attack each other who look like they resemble that system. While at the same time coveting their position in that system. Do you see the cycle of verses that has been created?
Yes.
Okay, nigga, you not better than me. How did you get that spot? And you white, and you act white for having that spot, while I secretly covet the spot I'm shit talking.
Right.
Or at least what it represents.
Right. No, he's right. That is right.
Do you see?
Yes.
That is right.
Do you see? This is what's been happening to us as a people. And all I'm saying is, how did it get here? Right? How did it get here? Like, we shouldn't, listen, let me just say this. This motherfucking internal versus that happens to us shouldn't be happening at a time when this level of injustice and inequality is happening right now. Lori Laughlin's husband, Massimo Giannulli.
Yeah, dude, the Massimo
Smoccherini,
yeah.
Released from prison. Giuliani Smoccherini, an Italian motherfucker. He's a designer. The husband of actress Lori Loughlin, who made a plea deal with the prosecutors last year related to a college admission scam for his daughters, has been released from prison, according to the Federal Bureau of Prisons, right? Smoccherini is now under supervised release administered by the Bureau of Prisons field office in San Pedro, California, according to the Bureau's record. He had been incarcerated since November 19th at the federal prison in Lompoc, California. Here's the thing, the motherfucker was supposed to be gone. He was supposed to be locked the fuck up. But he's released, right? 250 hours of community service, pay $250,000 fine, he's released. He was supposed to serve 2 years. Huh? Why does this matter, Zo? How does this relate, Zo? Because acts of injustice, you white, you privileged, you cheated. Do you know how hard they fucking lean on these black kids? Only 3% of UCLA has black students. UCLA got a 3% black population. 1.5% of that is athletes. Those athletes have to have a 3.0 or better to even be considered UCLA material.
Sure do.
Do you understand? And them motherfuckers, tell me the recruiters don't act like it's a privilege for you to be on this campus, when really it's the other way around. Nigga, listen, my son, top 50 in the nation at his position in 2015. He get injured, he not really playing, but that Auburn machine is using his image and his likeness to promote games he ain't in. I'm at the football game, this nigga is in a picture tonight, see us tonight. And they use them to recruit other kids. We got a super athlete on our team. His name is New Williams.
We got a chance to win it all.
They're marketing your kid, but it's a privilege for you to be on campus.
You know why that is.
Come on, man. Listen, we live in a society full of disadvantages, right? Full of disenfranchisement, full of cultural and social marginalization. Why in the fuck do we get such a kick out of being versus ourselves? This man got off because he's white and wealthy and privileged. If that was a black family, they under the jail. They don't respect America. They don't respect the opportunities America offers. This is happening in America today. And here we are still battling. Jeff Brown, your thoughts?
We were taught this in the Marines. There is no one here that we don't need. Boot camp took care of that. Everybody here, ESD, every swinging dick we need.
Wow.
You're not here because there's some room for you to float, some room for you to not do, some room for you to coast. The military has the Coast Guard for that. We are the Marines, and we are called upon in times of crisis to go to far and distant lands, meet new and exciting people, and then kill them. This is what we are taught, trained to do, and we need everybody here. You were counted how much you're going to eat, where you're going to stay, because we need you to do a job. We have got to get to the point as a people where there is no one here that we don't need, and we believe that.
I tell you who we do need. David Banner.
Shit, yes, necessary.
Who else do we need?
Necessary.
Name some folks.
Tariq Nasheed, necessary. Dr. Boyce Watkins, necessary. Dr. Claude Anderson, necessary. This fucking show, necessary.
Antonio Moore.
Antonio fucking Moore,
Yvette
necessary.
Carnell,
Yvette
necessary.
Necessary.
And there are many others. Dr. Kaba Hiawatha Kamene, a.k.a. Booker T. Coleman.
Oh, man. What a show, bro.
Yeah.
What
necessary.
A show.
Necessary. And many, many others. Necessary. What I'm trying to say is, it should be versus us versus them.
And you are necessary. If you're over here in your mind, you are necessary. When it comes to mind that I'm taking $1 out of my pocket, let me find somebody black to give it to. You are necessary. The unnecessary black people, you about to see all of them swept away with the unnecessary white folks.
Now watch this. Now watch this. Look at how us versus them being the real versus plays out. NBA fines Kevin Durant $50,000 for offensive, derogatory DM exchange with Michael Rappaport. The NBA fined Brooklyn Nets star Kevin Durant $50,000 for his social media exchange with actor and comedian Michael Rappaport. The league announced on Friday Durant was fined for using offensive and derogatory language on social media. The NBA said and has acknowledged that his actions were inappropriate. The statement did not mention Rappaport by name. Now, Durant, he said it. He said, I'm sorry that people seen that language that I used. That's not really what I want people to see and hear from me, but hopefully I can move past it and get back on the floor.
Just a DM. Who shared the DM?
Michael Rappaport shared the DM.
Yeah.
Listen, Michael Rappaport loves Tribe Called Quest. Michael Rappaport loves hip hop. He thinks he is hip hop.
Sure is, but
right?
Crazy.
Again, if you're going to pick and choose and cherry pick like Easter eggs which part of black culture you gonna fuck with. Don't you realize that there are certain rules in our culture that also says if you do a certain kind of thing, we all against you?
There is for Jews.
Talk to me, man.
There is for Jews.
Talk to me, Geoff.
Here's the power of the Mexicans. No job is beneath them. That's fucking powerful. Here's the power of the Jews. You can't fuck with one. You can't fuck with one Jew. I dare you to try. You fucking with them all.
So would you say the Jews have mastered the versus game?
Oh, brother, absolutely.
It's Jews versus everybody else.
Because the Jews refuse to let their coming seed forget about what happened to them. Because they understand fully what happened to them. Niggas think that they can educate their way away from what happened to them.
Watch this though. You saying something big, but watch this, Geoff. Shit. Why are we so enamored with white people who can emulate our culture?
Because we have...
Justin Timberlake done got a ton of black pussy.
Bruh.
So has John B. If a white motherfucker come out here pop locking, he gonna get that pussy.
And it didn't used to be that way.
What in the world?
It didn't use Bobby Caldwell?
The nigga Bobby Caldwell did not get extra points for being white. We figured out he was white and he got a pass. That's different. That's different. And Bobby Caldwell did not outsell Teddy Pendergrass.
Or Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Or Stevie
We
Wonder.
just went, oh, yeah. You didn't find out, shout out to Sinbad. This is old Sinbad joke. You didn't find out Bobby Caldwell was white till you went to the concert. He started singing. You can just start looking. Wait, somebody behind that white boy.
What you won't do.
Right. He started doing
hey, hold on. Who the fuck is that?
Exactly.
Do for love.
Exactly. We didn't know. So Bobby Caldwell, he don't count. Okay? That's a whole... Right. That's a whole nother kettle of fish.
What the fuck is happening?
It's the same thing in comedy. It's the same thing in comedy. White comics get up and identify with black life, and they get 30 yards extra on every play. That's just the way black people. Oh my God, we're so happy you like what's ours. Oh, it's not valid until you want it. Oh, he said some of our slang. Look at him. Oh, that's great, he loves us. Because we have been taught that when you see white people smile, there's safety in it.
Woo. Well, no, not only say, but say.
And the reverse, we have been taught.
Yes.
That when a white woman cries, a black man hangs. We have been taught those two things. So subconsciously, in our DNA, we react.
Somebody said the same with Lady T, the same with Tina Marie. Tina Marie got black dick now.
Oh, well, yeah.
Rick James made sure of that.
Yeah, but
Rick
Tina
James,
Marie,
bitch.
did Tina Marie outsell Anita Baker?
No.
No.
But Tina Marie sold records.
Tina Marie sold records because Tina Marie was dope. Tina Marie sold records because we loved what she was doing. Tina Marie didn't sell records and we gave her 30 extra yards because she was white. Not some new shit.
Yeah. We
That's
get it.
new
But I'm
shit.
just saying, when white people exhibit what black people label as swag, black people tend to fuck with them.
Right. But it's not from this place.
I'm talking about our swag though. We're not talking about a general sense of confidence.
Right.
I'm talking about our shit. How we talk, how we vibe. Right? I'm not talking about just a general sense of centered confidence that's emanating from within out. You got those kind of people too, and that is irrespective of race.
Name another culture that welcomes you to run through it. Name another one. Okay? You're not welcome to run through the Native American culture. which is what the white man does. He goes, scours the earth and looks for your heroes to make mascots out of. But, oh yeah, he take your heroes, the people that you looked up to, and make them his mascots.
What if
the Cleveland Indians?
So watch this. What if Thor was real? How much black pussy would Thor
Oh
get?
my God. Oh my God, he'd be
Father, let's take them together.
right. He'd be laying down a couple of hammers.
Like,
Yeah.
but I'm saying, how many sisters would be willing to fuck with Thor? Have at thee, knave. You know,
Right.
I just, this shit is crazy, man. Like, if there's confidence, we tend to fuck with anybody who's got our shit down.
Yeah.
How we get down. If we rapping, if we dancing, if we singing, if they do the shit like we do the shit.
You get
we
extra
like,
points for being from somewhere else. You don't get, I dare you. There's brother.
What happened?
Google it. There is a sister that sings a very popular Korean song. I want to say it's the Korean national anthem. I don't know. But there is a sister.
What?
Exactly. There is a sister, a melanated woman, who sings the shit out of this song. And it's in some kind of almost like Korean The Voice, but she sings a song in Korean. You should see the look on the judges' faces and the audience. It is a pall of fucking, it's almost like everybody now has on their drawers. They were so fucking taken aback, like, where the fuck did you get this? How the fuck do you know that? I really want to clap for you, but you sound better than everybody else here singing my shit. That's my shit. That's Kwong Lee's shit. That ain't your shit. Is exactly the energy. They wasn't jumping up and down like we do when white folks come on Showtime at the Apollo and sing like black folks. No, they were trying to figure out how the fuck did you get your hands on something that is sacred to us, and we don't feel like that about shit that belongs to us.
Well, they have gospel choirs.
So, and we love them. You're making my point.
Oh, okay.
How much shit? Okay, go to Korea and master Taekwondo and see how well you received. Watch the Karate Kid.
No nigga kicks.
Right.
Oh,
Watch the Karate
Keep your
Kid.
foot on the ground.
That shit's for real. The one with Jaden.
They do
that?
protect their culture,
They
but do
don't-
we protect ours?
At all. No.
If our culture was a software, computer software, it would be an open software. Anybody could come to it and add to it and take from it, and it's not a closed proprietary software.
Are you talking about Korean pop? How they
So,
music?
go ahead. What do you?
But black people are like the church because there's many denominations. That's why black people act like that, because you have the Israelites, you got everybody.
Yes, we're not a monolithic people, but we don't have to be unified.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying? No, we're not monolithic. Everybody doesn't have to think the same. But like, all the Jews don't think the same.
I'm so tired of that we are not a monolith shit, okay? Are you a monolith if you're all on the same plane that's going down in flames? Are you a monolith if you're on the same boat that has a fucking hole in it? Are you a monolith through a scope held by a white supremacist in a fucking bell tower?
No, because some people that's going down on the plane might be scared, and there's some other people that might be emboldened by the situation.
Well, figure them out on the ground. Figure them out on the
I'm
ground.
just saying, no, they're in a shared experience, but that doesn't necessarily mean they share the same mindset, which makes them not a monolith.
They're gonna have to fix the plane.
There
They're gonna
you go
have
with this.
to fix the boat.
Listen, you got to decide what you want to be.
What do I want to be?
Nigga, you either a Sith or a Jedi. Because only a Sith deals in absolutes, and you fuck with absolutes tough.
A lot. Okay, well, listen.
You need to figure out where you going.
I don't. I'm gonna
I
tell you
need to
this.
send you to
I'm
dark.
tired of this. We're not a monolith shit. It gives me a case of the fucking red ass, and here's why. It's the same. It falls under the same category with a black lesbian that I got into it with. talking about gay and lesbian rights before black rights. Very simple.
You're black first.
Uncle Sharon, riddle me this.
Uncle Sharon.
You're at a gay and lesbian rally
Uncle Sharon.
in Austin, Texas. It's 10,000 people there. 9,999 of them are white. And then there's you. There is a young white male who we all know is the #1 predator on the earth. There is a white
That is the
male,
#1 predator.
a young white male with a high-powered rifle with a scope in it, planning to kill some gay people today. Do you think he's going to have to reload before he shoots you? Why or why not? What bullet are you going to be? Do you think you're going to be number 11? Why would he not shoot at you first? And she couldn't say shit because you are black first in the face of the motherfuckers who are trying to kill you. And you can talk all that shit because I'm a vegetarian and I'm an Episcopalian. Nigga, when they aiming at your black ass, and that makes you a monolith.
Well, you're a monolith in terms of who you are. I get that. But how you think and how you see the world is what changes you from being a monolith. Not all black people think the same way, but I think somebody in the chat room said it best. We need a code. And I think the one code to make it simple is this. You're gonna be a Hebrew Israelite. You're gonna be an Episcopalian. You're gonna be a Baptist, you're gonna
Lutheran,
be Kojic,
whatever.
Lutheran, what the fuck ever. You're gonna be NOI. You're gonna be agnostic. You're gonna be atheist. I don't give a fuck.
That's gotta be in the church announcement.
How you worship or not worship
What the fuck ever.
your God. None of that shit mean nothing to the group.
Right.
That shit should be like your mama stripping. Nobody should know about that.
No.
Okay? If your mama stripping, that's late night, 97 cities away. It's got to be 97 cities.
Yeah.
Because nobody in the surrounding city
Need to know that.
need to know that your mama clapping that wrinkled ass for change.
Yeah.
Nobody should know. So we don't want to know about your God neither. That's cold. Worship God how you worship God, that's none of your business.
Check your God at the door.
Check your God at the door. Because how else are we going to defend against the Michael Rappaports of the world? First off, you got to be with that man directly. And that man is talking to you directly. The only mistake that he made was communicating through social media or text messaging. You are one of the biggest basketball stars on the planet Earth. Don't get so cozied up with these Michael Rappaport types, because again he tried to swag black. He tried to vibe black. Everybody know this about Michael Rappaport, right? He tried to swag and vibe black.
Because that's the only way he ever
And
got
this
any
is how
pussy.
he gets in. He had a beef with the motherfucking Tribe Called Quest. They didn't like the way he did business with, listen, Kev, man, just because a nigga vibe your way don't mean he really like us.
No.
And you recognize that because he did what the streets would call snitching.
He did snitch.
You can't talk to people like that. Where's our code that protects Kevin Durant?
We're scared to use it. Our code, the code that protects Kevin Durant and protects all our brothers in sports, is the "you know what, fuck y'all" Dan button. But nobody wants to press that. We scared because we don't believe we're enough. Nobody wants to press that. You know what, white
We
folks,
can't move
fuck
as a
y'all.
group until we heal as individuals.
How about that? And that's not. And again, this healing you are discussing, this healing from the fire, cannot happen until we get further away from the fire. Your grandbaby is far from the fire. That right there, shit.
That motherfucker was dressed like a rabbit last night.
Shit.
I said, what the fuck? Y'all done dressed this baby up as a rabbit.
Okay, I tell you what. Try to pull some Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson shit on your granddaughter when she 18. Not gonna be able to happen.
Oh,
We're gonna be too far from it. We are not far enough from it for, you know what, fuck y'all then, to make sense to black people. There's too many of us, not enough of us have died who think it's a big deal to say, you know what, fuck it all. We got you, Kev. We got you, we got all of y'all. Just come on, fuck them, fuck them.
Hey,
NFL, fuck 'em. We're not there yet.
Johannes, is there somebody in the chapter, Johannes? I think Johannes stands for John. He said, Zoe is getting sharper. Brother, you don't even know the half. First off, you don't even know me. Don't speak on me, homie.
Yeah. Okay, wait.
What you don't know.
Can I shoot over your shoulder? I tell you what.
Don't speak on me, dog.
If Zoe is sharper, I challenge you.
No, that's just a euphemism for me saying shit he agree with.
I know, exactly. I challenge you. Go look on the ZoWhat Morning Show YouTube channel and just go backwards any number of years and click on any show and ask me, is on that show, ask yourself, if on that show Zoe is duller. You can go back as far as you want. You go back to fucking Foxhole.
No, he said it's not a diss. I know it ain't a diss. I'm just saying, like, this is part of the reason why our people get caught up. Watch this. Here's a perfect example. Check this example out right now. A lot of younger cats think the Isley brothers won the battle, the Versuz, with Earth, Wind, and Fire. And here's why. Because of R. Kelly. R. Kelly extended their life by creating the Mr. Big persona.
Right.
So a lot of the Mr. Big shit resonates with the younger kids, you know, Trapped in the Closet and, you know, all the records that he did as Mr. Big. It expanded his reach into a different generation.
Right.
Again, with Earth, Wind, and Fire, Earth, Wind, and Fire is a touring group now. After you lose Maurice White, and after they didn't transition well to 90s and 2000s in terms of records, they didn't transition well, you know. Reason being is because these motherfuckers are what?
8,000 or something.
No, they're producers. They're musicians. Like literally, we gonna play the drums, we gonna play the horns, we gonna play the guitar, we gonna play the piano. We one of the greatest bands ever assembled. So when music turns synthesizer-y and beatboxy and drum beat machine, it's hard for a group like that to keep going.
To maintain.
What was beautiful about Ron Isley, he was able to transition right into the R. Kelly vibe. So a lot of the youngsters vibe with that.
Sure.
You see what I'm saying?
Well, they've always, like I said before, the Isley Brothers is the only group on the earth to have a #1 hit in every decade up to the 2010s. Right. Every decade they had a #1 hit because they stayed there. But Earth, Wind, and Fire falls under the Frankie Beverly, OJ's, we don't give a fuck about the new album.
We'll just keep performing.
No,
right.
Their fans don't.
Right.
Their fans don't. These dudes, one of the members, a former member of Earth, Wind, and Fire told me this story, who shall remain nameless, that the Sultan of Brunei hired Earth, Wind, and Fire for 1 year.
Oh, yeah.
He said, whatever you made last year on the road, I'll double it.
What?
And you can have it for a year. To live in the palace and play at my parties, you live here. You can come live here, you will live like kings. They said for the first few months, it was beautiful. Right. They were playing in these beautiful halls he had, these state-of-the-art sound stages. The problem became, he'd have Earth, Wind, and Fire playing all the time on a Wednesday. Ain't nobody over there. You walk by a room and go, that Earth, Wind, and Fire?
Let me finish this thought, Geoff, because you took over again.
Yes, I'm sorry.
The point that I was trying to make, and it's hard to just hold on to it while he's commandeering the point. Shit. The point that I was trying to make is it takes context, right? If you understand the context, you understand why one group has more of an impact on another, right? On another. The Isleys, to me, have a stronger impact with younger people because of his association with R. Kelly.
Right, right.
Third Eye, one of my admins or moderators in here says there wasn't a black household that didn't know the Isley brothers. It was R. Kelly who cashed in on their name. Potato. Doesn't really matter. The point that I'm making is whether R. Kelly cashed in on their name or vice versa, that association created an extension of Ronald Isley's career into another generation.
Right, yes.
That was the point.
That was the bridge.
Yeah. So again, I say the same thing about me. A lot of times, man, it's hard to ascertain who people are on these platforms when you're seeing a certain slice, an angle. Many people who meet me in person meet an entirely different motherfucker than what they see on the show. So I'm saying, and this is a teachable moment for me, I'm saying we have to be like that when we're observing these types of shows and these types of platforms. We have to say, this is what we see, this is what we know, but I'm sure there's much, much more behind the scenes, off camera. This is what's presented. Like, I didn't know in the battle, all of the songs couldn't be played because it was broadcast through Triller, and Triller has an exclusive deal with Apple Music.
Yeah.
So not all of the catalogs from either group could be played.
And what you just said was rules made by people who never made music. Triller don't make music. Apple Music don't make music. So how the fuck they gonna tell these dudes what to do with their music? Because they own it. You gotta get to where you own your own shit. You gotta get to where you go, you know what? Fuck the music industry. Fuck the machine. Black folks gonna do their own thing entirely over here. All our sports, all our music, all our fashion.
But Geoff,
until we get there.
It's so difficult to do that when you're entrenched. Did y'all see the motherfucking society, American society? Did y'all see the goddamn Justice League? Did you see the Justice League shit? Either one, new or old. Y'all see the Justice League?
Okay. Yeah.
There's a character, you ain't seen shit. There's a character in the movie called Cyborg. Motherfucker was in a car accident, and his daddy tried to save his life, even though there was only pieces of the nigga left.
Okay, so
when I say pieces, I mean like there's a thigh, there's a wing. The nigga was cut up into a 21-piece box from.
Okay.
from
Can
Popeyes.
we hear from the uncle? You understand?
No, but the father had some alien technology called a change machine or a mother box.
Okay.
And the motherfucker used the mother box.
Hit him with that mother box.
And then the nigga was recreated. And now he got half a head, and the rest of his motherfucking body is a machine. So the parts of his body that still exist are integrated into the machine. What you saying is damn near impossible because niggas are integrated into the machine like Cyborg is in the comic book, The Justice League.
And to separate kills both organisms. I say that the separation will only kill what we don't need.
Go deeper into that. I like that.
The separation of and black and white people have been very, very keen on this. The separation of black people from white people in mass will only kill off what we don't need, the indecisive and the weak, and those unwilling to work with a new plan.
So what do we need? Listen, what
the separation?
What do we need to agree on? Because you said the indecisive. What are we indecisive about?
I know with one that we need to agree on. They're not calling us blacks anymore.
How about that? I'll circle back at that. Here's what we won't have to agree on. We are not soon going to have to agree on shit, because all that's going to be left is motherfuckers that think like us. Hustle, take care of your body, work together with one another. All of you who are wrestling with any of this are going to perish.
This is why I have to point that out. Did you hear what Geoff said? Geoff said, for people who think like us, meaning he and I think alike. And we do on many different topics. We do think alike. We're on the same fucking page. But I have to point out these versus mentalities. I do that because I'm saying this is the personal inner work that you need to work on. Aisha Kadem, she says, preach, Geoff, preach, Geoff. No, it's not difficult, Mr. Zoe Williams. Black people have everything we need. Who said? I said we didn't.
Oh, it is difficult. And yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? Again, because you're looking from a one-dimensional or two-dimensional space at this show, you don't understand how shows are created. I have to be an antagonistic space or a perspective for Geoff so he can get more out. That's how it works. If I agree with everything, he can say what he needs to say and then say no more.
And then this shit's boring.
So I have to disagree, but because you don't understand the context of what a show is, no, Mr. Williams. Preach, Geoff. That's a versus mentality. I don't agree with Zoe. I agree with Geoff. Then Geoff says, then you won't have people like us, which intimates that he and I are the same. See, I need you guys to understand what happens to us when we are taking in this kind of information.
Sure.
It is revealing the work that needs to be done. You have a versus mentality. Discover your versus mentality against your own people.
And kill it.
And kill it. That's the only way we're going to be able to work together.
Those are the only people that'll be left.
I have to point it out because, listen, if I was in your life, watch this, Geoff. If I was in your life every day, you saw me every day, and I'm talking about off air, you would get sick of me in a matter of 2 or 3 days.
Nigga, I'm sick of you already.
I'm going to tell you why. Because I'm like this. You know you do that, right? Did you see that? Are you paying attention? The only reason why I can see it is because I do it. But do you see it? I know I see it in me, but do you see it in you? Here's my process for dealing with it. What's yours? Do you get what I'm saying? Motherfucker. Mo D told me that shit before. He said, nigga, women can only visit you, nigga. They can't be with you. He said, because you're too high, you're no earthly good. He said sometimes women want to smoke a blunt and fuck and chill and get a little science, but not too much.
Right.
He said, yo, fucking monk ass, they gonna be like, all right, shit.
Let me
that's
put it
enough
to
of
you this way, Zoe. My panties don't match my bra all the time when I go to the library. But they did tonight, because I didn't come here to study, motherfucker.
Yeah. But again,
I got on the nastiest shit up under these clothes, but your ass ain't gonna see it because you want to go fucking admonish me on my flaws. Well, guess what? Me, my flaws, and my pussy is gonna get back in this 78 Malibu and go back to Watts and fuck you. Is what happens a lot.
Wipe your seat before you sit back down.
Right.
Anyway, no, but I've had women tell me that before. They say, nigga, I don't want to be on your couch.
Wow.
Like, they don't want me to see them. It's my gift and curse. I see you.
You like James Hanna.
And I'm just saying, for us as a people, we need to start seeing ourselves individually. Fuck me seeing you. I don't give a fuck. You see you. And just like I said, we pointed out something right here, right now. Can you see your inner versus mentality? And what would your life look if you turned that shit off? Timmy Tight Top?
Sir, I don't have an inner versus mentality. But
Yeah, you do. You from Pasadena, nigga.
I actually don't though, because I'm gonna tell you what I've been on lately. I've been listening to Bobby Hemmett, the spiritual war that we're in.
Yeah.
So I realized how we have been disconnected by certain things in society. So when people talk about this is what we do to each other, that shit turns me off, because if we want things to change, we have to do better. We can't keep on dissing us. We have to support us and stop, saying, I don't like that we do this to each other. We don't support each other because we do this.
So let me ask you this. Why is it so difficult for us to work with motherfuckers of our own race that we disagree with? Geoff, you're next.
Because
Geoff, you're next. This nigga didn't even hear next. This nigga's amazing. That's a Geoff, you're next. Well, because what had happened was, first off and foremost, I don't never go next. You understand? It's either first or none. Yeah, I'm finna leave. Fuck it.
I personally think you're funny, boy. Yeah. So I think we're so more of the slavery stuff more than anything. Instead of this history of us being enslaved for 250 years or whatever, we're not so the other things that we have done in the society as far as create things. We got Egyptians, you got the Moors. We got a lot of history that we've done a lot of powerful stuff, but we only touch on the slavery shit. And I think that keeps us on the spell of moving forward. Well, while we still touch on the slavery shit, we got to be able to get out of the slavery shit, say we did this, this, and this. And if we touch on that, I think we'll be able to support each other more or believe in each other.
But motherfuckers been doing that for 60, 70, 100 years now.
We have to tap onto the stuff of enlightenment, knowledge. When you have knowledge, your chakra, heart chakra, activates and stuff, because your soul has a heart, just like your spirit has a heart. So when you gain knowledge...
Niggas, this in the Quran?
No.
So you making up... You done made up some spirit?
I'm talking about...
Your soul got a heart and your spirit got a heart.
Your spirit got a heart. And so
that would mean your soul and your spirit got a body. Because the heart is a body part, nigga.
But this is the knowledge that I've been on. So basically from that...
I don't agree, but I support you.
I understand.
Give me some wheat juice.
But... based on us, as we wake up, our consciousness wakes up and we activate our consciousness, we do better and we do better towards other people.
Nah, I understand what you're saying. I'm just fucking with
So, that's it. So, I'm not on none of that shit of dissing Moors.
Okay.
I'm not on that black shit either.
All right, so Geoff, let me just say before you start talking. Watching you weather other people talk,
it's a thing in itself.
It's hysterical. This
thing in
like,
itself.
Fuck! I can tell you.
I'm trying to hold the thoughts back. Wait your turn. We gotta get out.
I can tell you.
All this shit we're discussing is academic. All of it. Because it's already been written that we will rise again.
Exactly.
It's already been written. If you look close enough, you can see that all of us are going to be either dead or really fucking old before this starts to take a real turn. You cannot spin the Titanic on a dime. I got so much faith in the young cat, like that young
it's
cat.
It's the kids, bro.
Yeah, bruh, King, that dude that's doing his thing in Atlanta and ain't waiting on nobody and just went and got a building and went and got some people in need and went and got some people and started. King Randall, bruh. The true change is gonna come from some young child that King Randall affects. You hold the Boko Shy, I gotta get some Doritos for the Super Bowl ass niggas are going to have nothing to do with the coming change. Nothing. You've had your chance. So all this talking we doing about what we need to do, don't worry about it.
No, but I will say this.
Don't worry about it.
I will say this, Geoff. There is something to be said about sowing the proper seeds in those children. Right? And the only way to sow a proper seed in a child, listen to me now. You gonna sow contaminated seeds as long as you have unresolved darkness. in your spirit. When you conquer you, that child is watching Ali versus Foreman. That child is watching the Thriller in Manila. That child is watching Floyd Mayweather versus Pacquiao. That child is watching you conquer your dark light. That child now has the blueprint for how to do the same with themselves. If you think you can raise a different generation with the same mind, that's what Einstein said, is defined as insanity.
We're not, I don't think we're doing that.
I'm not saying you, I'm saying...
I don't think black culture is doing that.
You don't think so?
No, I think that old mind is dying. I think that there are more than 5 people who belong to Boyce Watkins School. I think there are more than 5 or 6 people listening to Dr. Claude Anderson. I think there are more than 5 or 6 people listening to the workings of Dr. John Henrik Clarke. I think there are more than 5 or 6 people with kids at home who are getting the ZoWhat morning show in their subconscious. I believe that that arm that's gonna sweep the common motherfuckers out of the way, that Bill Gates and his homies is creating this arm, is gonna sweep all these problems we talking about the fuck out of the way, because you're not gonna be able to survive without this. And what is left is what's gonna get out.
Are you saying don't plant seeds in the youth? No. Productive seeds?
No.
Positive seeds?
That's absolutely...
Because that's what the fuck I was saying.
Okay. I'm saying that the seeds being planted in the youth are being planted by the groups of people that we previously discussed, and that those groups of people are the only people that are going to get this done. God bless you, voters. God bless you, administrators. God bless you, machine operators. This is going to be done by the children of Zion and not you motherfuckers plugged into the matrix. That's what I'm saying.
So we making 2 different points, but you found a way to be contentious toward the point I was making. I can't stand this nigga
I'm saying.
No, nigga, that ain't what
This is the embodiment of forward movement.
I said, what the fuck?
Me and Zoe go round and round about everything but the following. Niggas need to do it for themselves. Whitey ain't shit. We need to recontextualize our own narrative. We are fucking lockstep on that. Sometime, nigga, I want to do a flea flicker, and Zoe's going, Geoff, the trick play is not going to work. The trick play is not going to work.
This nigga, bro.
Or I just run out on the field and go, who can I hit? Can I hit somebody?
Fuck it, I disagree with the point. I'm not finna rebut.
I'll hit a motherfucker in my jersey. Can I hit somebody?
You know, I disagree with that, but not with the point you made. This nigga Geoff, what? Hey, so listen. We're about to wrap it up, but let me just say this, man. I'm trying to do this every time we get on the air. If we could commit to 20 pre-orders, we'll get to my little 500 mark. 20 pre-orders. Please go to theshroudedlighthouse.com. I know a lot of people have been having difficulty with the website, but please try it, because some people have been able to get through. Man, this is really hurting my heart. I'm working with the Samcart, who are the people who facilitate the website and the orders. Please, please, please go to theshroudedlighthouse.com. Can we get 20 pre-orders signed up today? I need 20 people to go ahead and support this book. I'm telling you, it's going to be my best book ever. I've got this beautiful sister by the name of Mayumi McKinley. She is a therapist. She's an amazing therapist. She's in my documentary that I'm producing. She's writing the foreword, as well as my good friend, Dr. Alan Berger. He's a therapist. He's writing the preface. When I tell you, man, I sent Dr. Berger the first 2 chapters. He says, oh, man, this is the greatest shit you've ever wrote.
Oh, wow.
And this is... Listen, Dr. Berger is a therapist for over 40 years. And he has brought me in to work with some of his couples because of the CD that we did together.
Oh, wow.
And he said, Zo, I've been in this game for 40 years. He said, you're a natural therapist. He said, there are not very many natural therapists. He's
There's
like,
a couple of natural other things.
he was like, yo, man, you've got the gift. And, you know, we work together and we help couples. So I need you guys, if you really want to support me, please, let's get 20 people to jump in right now. The Shrouded Lighthouse. If 20 people jumped in right now, we would be at 355 on pre-orders. 355. So let me get you to do that for me. TheShroudedLighthouse.com. Support, support, support. Don't forget to support Total Package Energy, as well as X-Wolf, as well as writerspause.com. Please continue to support all of the black businesses we put in front of you. Of course, Total Package Energy. Of course, We Juice. Support, support, support. This is how black businesses stay alive. This is how black businesses thrive. And before you leave, can you hit the like button on your way out? Geoff Brown, do you have anything to support and promote?
Yes. Please, please, please check out Giraffe Balls tonight at 8 o'clock. I will be
Bidnalls.
Yes, yes.
And We Juicification, or do you have more?
I have more.
I'm sorry. Some of your own
The
medicine.
D.L. Hughley radio show and program. You can hear me on the radio tomorrow. You can catch me on TV on D.L. Hughley Uncut on Friday. You can also catch me on multiple personalities on Business Bully TV. You gotta check me out over there. And I had some other shit, but I can't remember it, so we'll just go with that.
There you have it. And then Timmy Tight Top, 10,000 push-ups.
Support me at WeJuice.com. Order your 3-day cleanses, the weight loss program. We have wellness shots, and I also got this new ginger, garlic, orange shot. Ginger,
I want that.
Ginger,
Is that
garlic,
different than the Black Mamba,
Black
which is
Mamba
ginger,
juice.
cayenne pepper, blackberry, pineapple, lemon,
But
and
if you
apple?
wanna-
It's sharp-
if you
it's-
wanna
it's
steal
sharp,
your
but it's
body,
good.
About your liver. Liver means live, so you need
Oh, wow.
garlic. Liver, your liver.
Live,
So
yeah.
when you clear your
Nigga, where that from?
Don't worry about it, bro.
Where you getting liver mean live?
It does.
I like it. I like
Liver
it.
is the most important thing in your body. So
like
you have
it.
to cleanse your liver, and garlic and ginger does that all day long.
So what about liver and onions with gravy?
Oh, that's good. That's good.
So damn the gravy.
Fuck the gravy, man.
Damn the gravy. Damn the animal protein, the liver. Okay.
You don't
Yes.
need that though. But,
Yes. Yes, but I do see the garlic. Yeah.
So WeJuice.com.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Right.
Could you put that in? Yes, yes. Life coaching. Ask Uncle Geoff at gmail.com. Ask Uncle Geoff. Go there. Hit me on Instagram or Twitter if you want to get some life coaching. I got some merch coming up. I got some T-shirts and shit. Finna pop. Yeah, I'm doing my little damn thing. So stay in touch.
All right, you guys. We love you. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget theshroudedlighthouse.com. Nothing but love, appreciation.
Love
and
Aisha.
Wait. Sarah without the H, man. Y'all gotta send her some change.
Yeah.
Please send Sarah some change.
And love to
$sign
everybody who sent me
Sundays
something.
with Sarah. $sign Sundays with Sarah. Show her a little love.
Yeah, the
Thank you
third
so much
rail.
for running this show. We appreciate it. We'll see you next week. This was another dope episode. Deuces.